guys, it's Emily from Nobel Novels and welcome to today's video. This is my July TBR, including Jane Austen July. Now, I could do a separate video for the Jane Austen July, but unfortunately with the way things are, I haven't been able to get out and get enough new books, so I haven't been able to match all of the prompts. But I have got some of them and I'll show you them, and if I get a chance, you guys will be seeing on Instagram straight away if I get a book for Jane Austen July. Because I certainly plan to look now that shops are starting to reopen. So that's going to be fun. July is going to be the month where shops begin to reopen. Homeschooling ends halfway through the month. Yes! And school holidays start. So it's going to be a real mixture month. It's good that the world is starting to awaken, that we're starting to be able to go out more. Things are starting to get better. Charity shops are reopening. So July is a month which I've got a lot of hope and excitement for. And yeah, I finally feel like I can bring some sunshine in. And it's supposed to be sunny. The week this is filming, it's going to be sunny, and I can't wait to get back out there. A few weeks of bright rain and drizzle, and it's put me right down the downers. But yeah, July, I think it's really weird because normally summer holidays are something I was dreading. 6 weeks with the kids, I thought, oh my god, I'm going to kill myself. But I've lasted this long, not killed myself yet, done really well. Sorry, shouldn't have said like that, but I thought I wouldn't be able to cope. Like previous years, I've dreaded the summer holidays. But this year, I'm going to really enjoy them. I'm going to enjoy the remaining 6 weeks with Mia. I'm going to try and see my friends a bit more, go out and about, obviously a lot. I'm still going to be very careful, but I'm going to be out and about, seeing friends and family and being outside and enjoying it, and I'm going to make the most of it. Something I think I've learned through lockdown is how much might have enjoyed my children. And I've found new books that I've enjoyed. I've still kept buying my books, so yeah, I'm looking forward to the books I'm going to be reading. Jane Austen July is going to be amazing. Still can't wait for the library to reopen. God knows when that's going to happen, and then I'll be able to get more books for this. Anyway, enough rambling. Shall I show you what I've got? I'm going to show you my set TBR, and then I'm going to be adding books here and there to go in it. So I think what I've got is I've got these set ones, and then there is a few books that I do definitely want to get round to in July. But I'm not going to put too much pressure because I still don't know how I'm going to be feeling with it. So let's get on with it. So I'm going to start off with the Jane Austen July books. The first book I'm going to show you is the book that I'm reading, which is one of the group reads, which is Emma. I love Emma. It's a reread, but it's one I really love, and it's one out of all of the books, it's a positive book. Emma's one of my favourite female protagonists. She's daffy, she's dozy, but she's got a good heart. Reminds you of someone? But I really look forward to reading this. I'm not going to read the other group read because I've only just read it in June, which was Pride and Prejudice. I really didn't time that very well, did I? But this is Emma Woodhouse, and this is about Emma, and you all know it. I love this book. It's going to be one that's going to bring a lot of sunshine to me. I need to look up the dates that they're doing the group read for it, but it's one I'm looking forward to. The next prompt is to read a book that's not in her top 6. Now, I got this before lockdown in my birthday haul, and it's her 3 short stories. So I've got Lady Susan, The Watsons and Sanditon's, all of which are 3 works that were 1 novel unpublished in her lifetime and 2 unfinished fragments. Oh, I'm really looking forward to it. I couldn't believe I found this. It was £1.49 in one of the charity shops in Henley, and it was one I deliberately picked up for Jane Austen July, so it's one that I cannot wait to read, and I'm really excited by it. It's another short one, so I've got the next 3 are quite short ones, so that's going to be good. The next one is a retelling. So I wasn't sure which one I had. I thought I had one book that was a retelling, which is called Miss Emily, name, but it turns out it isn't. This I picked up. I think I've been hoarding books for Jane Austen July, and I've been hoarding books for Victober and some other readathons that I know are happening. And this is actually definitely one. This is a true Darcy spirit. Disgraced and then disowned by a family, Cassandra Darcy is alone and penniless in London, where an attractive young lady attempting to make a life for herself is regarded with deep suspicion. The chance meeting with one of her Pembrokeshire cousins brings her not only friendship but a chance to support herself through the painting. So it's basically, I think it's based around the Pride and Prejudice, not exact retelling, but one that's possibly like that. And Cassandra rages courageously to change. She's got the Darcy spirit, so it's not a very long one. Again, it's only about 330 pages, but it looks really fun. Regency, historical fiction kind of thing. Quite good. Perfect for Jane Austen July. definitely one I'm looking forward to reading. It looks a bit of a lovey one, so that could be quite sweet. Now the next two are books that are ones that she's published, so they're not for any of the prompts. I am going to look for Jane Austen at home. I may treat myself and buy that Lucy Worsley book. I may also treat myself to the Courtiers, which is one that I believe Katie from Books and Things, one of the hosts that this readathon is reading. So I might treat myself and buy that. Depends on how much money I spend on books in the coming weeks. The next one is one I was supposed to be buddy reading with Simone, but at the moment she can't be doing them. But I wanted to give it another go. This is another reread. I hated Persuasion the first time, and I got rid of my copy. So the lovely Simone bought me this copy, and it's a beautiful Wordsworth classic copy. I read this last year when I wasn't really into sort of this kind of literature, the classics. So I thought, giving it another go while I'm into them, while I'm really loving my classics at the moment, and seeing how I can do a bit better with this one. I believe this is, I think, either her first or last one. So this was one that's not been edited and not been worked on. So I believe that could be why I wasn't as good on it. But I really want to give this one another go. And then one of the books I've been desperate to read. I got this in a charity shop last year. I've saved this for Jane Austen July, and that is Northanger Abbey. It's not the most beautiful copy, but it's a Penguin Popular Classics. It's got pictures of the film on it. Again, short and sweet. It's only 230 pages. It's one that a lot of people read last year and they loved it, and Charlie loved it, so I wanted to reread that. The other challenge that I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and watch Clueless, which is, I believe, one of the films. It's a retelling of one of the Jane Austen books, so I will be aiming to watch that. I think I'll watch that with Mia actually one day, because Mia loves it, and that's one to make her smile. So anyway, those are the books for Jane Austen July. Sorry I'm not doing a separate TBR, Katie, please forgive me, but I will be linking it obviously in the tag and everything else. Now I'll show you the buddy read books, and that's again changed, but I wanted to show you them. The first one is The Professor by Charlotte Bronte. Me and Charlie are both reading it. We're not having a set schedule for it, but it's one that we're reading this month and talking about it. I want to get all of the Bronte books read this year, so I'm saving some of the shorter ones for October, but this was one that I definitely wanted to read now. It's the story of William Wordsworth, who goes to Brussels to seek his fortune, falls in love with Frances, the schoolteacher and lacemaker, and heavily pursued by Mademoiselle Router. It's often dismissed as an abortive draft of Villette. I liked Villette, didn't love it. I'm hoping I love this. This is one that's been talked about quite a bit. It's probably one of her shortest ones. It's less than 300 pages, so that's a good one to read in Jane Austen July, because I am reading so many classics, so I didn't want to read a heavy one. So I wanted to read another Bronte book. I love Charlotte Bronte's books, so I can't wait to read this. I am looking forward to it. I don't know too much about The Professor. I've got that, and I've also got Shirley. Shirley's one I might save for Jane Austen July. Not for Jane Austen. My brain's not going, yeah. I might save that for Vic Taylor, but this is one that I'm looking forward to reading. Hope me and Charlie get on with it. I love my Bronte books. The next one is one I'm so excited for. One of the ones that I'm most excited for. It's The Librarian of Auschwitz, and it's based on this true story of Dieter Krauss. So it isn't it's not non-fiction, it is fiction based. I think I've got Chris to buy me this full price actually, or did I get it as a gift? I've not got not got a note, so if anyone did send me this, sorry to be horrible, I couldn't remember. This is 14-year-old Dieter is one of the many imprisoned by the Nazis at Auschwitz-Birkenau. But Dieter becomes the sacred librarian of the camp, tasked with the job of a small collection of precious books that the prisoners have managed to smuggle past the guards. I'm reading this with the lovely Chloe. I love Chloe so much. She's such a good friend, and she's really into books on Auschwitz like me. It's hard. Oh, it's just supposed to be amazing. I love the choice. It says, for readers of the Tattooist of Auschwitz and the choice, this is a novel based on a true story. It's going to be heartbreaking. I love libraries. As a librarian, I love the connection with Auschwitz. It's a beautiful book. Yes, I know this is going to be hard-hitting, but I know it's going to be amazing. It's not too long. It wasn't like apparently their library was only like 8 books, but it's, oh my goodness, it looks so good. It's a longer book, but I know it's going to touch my heart. I miss my libraries. Sorry, I really do. But this is going to really upset me, but it's going to be brilliant. Now the next one, I actually wanted to read this because it's the second in the Spinsters trilogy. I thought I picked up the wrong one. I picked up the third book by accident, only to be told by Charlotte that that was the third, and so we decided we would read together the second. I love the Spinster's trilogy. I read it in May, but I wanted to carry on reading it. So this is the second one. So I'm spending the summer in California with the mum who upped and abandoned me. I think I might be falling for a guy guaranteed to break my heart. This is a situation destined to fail. All Amber wants is a bit of love. Her mum has never been the caring type, even before she moved to America. But Amber's hoping that spending the summer with her can change. Then there's the prom king Kyle, who's a serial heartbreaker. Can Amber really be falling for him? Even with the best friends Evie's and Lottie's advice, there is no escaping the fact that love is hard. I loved Am I Normal Yet? Although it broke my heart, it was very hard hitting. I'm really looking forward to this. To buddy read it with the lovely Charlotte from Books and Bargains, who you guys know I absolutely love. You guys all talked about the Spinster's trilogy by Holly Bourne, and I really cannot wait to read this. I'm so excited. Again, I know it's more than likely that it's going to be hard hitting. It's more than likely going to pull on some heartstrings, so I will read it alongside other books. But yeah, Holly Bourne. I loved Holly Bourne, so I can't wait to read that. The next one is one you guys know that I'm so excited about. I'm borrowing it from my gorgeous sister Charlie because she's amazing. It's the fourth in the Lunar Chronicle series. It's Chris! I loved Scarlet more than I loved Cinder. And I've heard from a lot of people that Cress is blooming amazing. It's a very long book, so I can't believe I'm saving it to the last one of the month. I'm buddy reading it with the lovely Clint from Read Readers, who is one of my BookTube besties. I love that man so much. It's a chunky one, it's long, it's like, oh my god, I think I remember it's like 500, 550 pages. But I know that the speed me and him read at, I'm supposed to be reading 50 pages a day. What is the betting that at least one of us will go ahead of it at some point? I know that Abby from Abby Matt Reads loved this. I know that so many of my friends have loved this book so much, and they've loved this more than they've loved the other ones. And I thought, if I loved Scarlet, then I'm going to love this as well. Can't wait to read this one. And that's the last of my buddy reads. So, you guys know I have a friend's choice this month. I'm going to give you guys some advance notice. Linda, you're getting picked for August. I want you to pick my book for August. So, there you go. That tells them that one. But this one, I decided to pick Tia from Tia and All the Books. She picked The Turn of the Key by Ruth Blair. I got sent this because the lovely Laura Maynard volunteered me in a giveaway on Twitter. And she basically said that Ruth Blair was giving away a load of her books, and she said, if there's anyone that you think needs a book, then volunteer them. And basically, Laura nominated me because I was homeschooling, recovering from my operation, and she said that I really needed a book to make me smile. I have heard so many things about this book, and it's been amazing. I've been told it's a retelling of The Turn of the Screw. It's going to be a thriller, it's going to be exciting, it's going to be nerve-wracking. When Rowan comes across the advert, it seems too good to be true. A live-in nanny position with an extremely generous salary. What she doesn't know is that she's stepping into a nightmare, one that will end with the child dead and her in a cell awaiting trial for murder. Cannot wait for this book. Can't believe that Tia chose it. It sounds absolutely perfect. It's one that I know is going to have me absolutely petrified, but I'm going to love it. I can't wait. So thank you. Where's the sun gone in when I'm filming? Now, the last one is one of the last books in the Anne of Green Gables series. It's Rainbow Valley. Chris bought this full price for me, so it's not my most beautiful copy, and the writing's quite small. But it, I believe, is the talking of Anna and older children. It's Rilla from Ingleside, I believe, is in this. It's children as they're older. Don't know too much about it, but I know I'm going to love it. That's the next in the Anne of Green Gables series. Nearly finished. I'm going to cry. So that's that one. That's Tia and the Curly Reader. They're both running a read along for the Anne of Green Gables series, and I've absolutely loved them. Now the next one is, there is a lovely lady that I've just started following on here, which I'll link her channel below. She is running a readathon and about Hamlet, about the Shakespeare books. So I decided that I'm going to read Hamlet. I'm not going to read any more than that because I've got so many classics this month. But I wanted to support her. I wanted to read a classic. I love the stories of Hamlet. I've actually heard about the big famous one that's, the retelling of it that's all over Facebook. So I'm going to read that or something. H it's called. So this is Hamlet's story. So Hamlet was the son of Shakespeare. Don't know too much about it, but I know I'm going to give this one a go. It's another book, so I will link her channel below, the lady that's running this. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name, but I'll think of it. Should have thought to look it up before I planned this video. Decided to do it on a random day, filming on a day that I wasn't expecting to, so I've not planned it as much. The next one I thought I'd random, but now there's got 3 books that are a bit random. I'm also going to be listening to some audiobooks in July, and I've just finally got the e-book on BorrowBox, my library app, so I might be doing an e-book as well. I know that I am looking for a fantastic book, so I will try and remember to link the books for my audiobooks that I will be listening to underneath here. I think it's something about idiot-based Bass Rock. I know that is being reserved for me, and I'm going to be reading that at the end of the month, but I don't know if that'll be finished in July. And as I'm filming this, one of my audiobooks that I'm currently reading is A God in Ruins, and that should be finished in July, I think. I don't think I'll be able to finish it before the end of June. So just to quickly let you know that as well. But yeah, the 3 extra books are going to be Martha's Journey by Maureen Lee. You guys know I love Maureen Lee's books. My gorgeous charity shop people have been saving me them. This one is set in 1914 in Liverpool. Martha Rossi lives in a tenement with her husband and 5 children. They don't have much to get on and life is tough, but when Martha's underage son, Joe, in order to earn the family extra money, she's horrified. Ignoring his mother's plea and protest, Joe joins the army and is dispatched to France. An act of selfless heroism that will cast a long shadow over his family. This is going to be emotional. Another one. What am I doing to myself? But I love Maureen Lee's works. I love this sort of style. Another random one that it kind of fits in with Jane Austen July, but it doesn't fit the prompts. I know that Julie from Hungry Bookworm got this. I bought this full price at the start of the year. The Austen Girls. So it's a YA book, and Austen knows that she has to marry rich. Her future happiness depends on it. When her cousin Bunny has more choice, she too is under pressure to find a suitor. But how will either of them know what they want? Is finding love an option? They have only one question. Is their answer Jane? She is never married, yet she is perfectly happy. The time will come for each Austen girl to be a heroine of her own story. Love this copy. Love this beautiful. I think it's the most beautiful book, and I just love the look of it. This is actually one that I pre-ordered. It was one that I was so looking forward to. Didn't realise how YA it was going to be. This one I'm desperate to read, so I can't wait for that. And finally, I added a chicklet into my... Normally, I don't add my chicklets into my TBRs, but I wanted to because this is a spring/summer book, and July, so it's summer finally. It's proper summer, and this is Lucy Diamond on a Beautiful Day. I've loved Lucy Diamond's work. Had to read this. This is in one of my other videos, I know. On a beautiful day in Manchester, 4 friends are meeting for a birthday lunch, and then they witness a shocking accident meters away, and it acts as a catalyst for each of them. For Laura, it's a wake-up call to heed the ticking of a biological clock. Sensible Joe finds caution to wind in a new relationship. Eve, who has been trying to ignore the worrying lump in her breast, feels helpless and out of control. And happy-go-lucky India is drawn to one of the victims of the accident, causing long-buried secrets to rise to the surface. It could be emotional. It's chicklet, but it could be emotional. Not quite sure how that's going to go, but it's one of my biggest books. It's like nearly 500 pages, and for a chicklet, that's pretty chunky. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how we do. Oh, I just remembered the host of Hamlet is Olivia's Catastrophe. So we'll still link her channel below though. Why do I have brainwaves occasionally? Anyway, guys, I picked a very multi-ranging books. Yes, I've got a lot of classics, so my classic score is going to go sky high. But it's going to be great, and I can't wait. I've picked some really good books. I'm really excited. If there's any of these books you want to read along with me, please let me know. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and not subscribed yet, ring on my ding-a-ling. And I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.